Hey guys, so I was just sitting here doing some writing, finishing up some things, and I thought I would just jump on here and put this out here really quick. It's about the book. So I thought long and hard and pondered for many years if I should even write about my life. I mean, really, who am I? I'm a nobody, right? Well, after so many transitions, after so many bad decisions, after the anger and the hatred that I felt, I was ripe for it. I had endured betrayals, many broken relationships, untrusted friends and companions, and after many financial failures, emotional failures, employment failure, which, by the way, I hated most of my jobs, and anything and everything negative that could have possibly happened, I considered writing this book that would get back at everything and everyone that I felt had wronged me and put me in this dark place that I was trapped in and now called home. Don't get me wrong, I was by far no angel, but I had my own multitude of negativity as well as others that I fit into that aided me along the way. I'm still connected with a lot of people from my childhood that probably wondered back then from time to time what really was going on with me. Others probably didn't care, which is fine, but now today they ask me, since they know I've already published a couple of books, if I was going to write my own story and tell about my own life. And I would shy away and say, I don't know, maybe one day. All the while thinking, that's way too much of my business to be telling and putting out there, and it won't do any good anyway, right? Past is the past. Where it should stay. But God. Because I was so angry, what started out for me to be a book filled with anger and hatred, God turned it around, which I can't help but think of the scripture in Genesis 50:20, which I'll paraphrase by saying, what you, the enemy, intended for harm, God turned it around for good to accomplish what's being done now by saving the lives of many. So you see, God had other plans for this story and other views that He slowly over the years revealed to me. After much candid prayer and inward personality adjustments and listening to insightful wisdom from others much wiser than myself, I started to feel a change or stir inside of me, and it was good. Over the years, the changes that started out, they were small, they were quick stirs, but they did finally lead to a full-blown, outright transformation and deliverance of my mind and life. And that small whisper that does big and unimaginable things was God. And I recognized it because I'd heard it before, and I ignored Him. So it was at this point where I decided I would just sit down and write, because He gave it to me, so I'm going to write it. When thinking about writing about my life, I couldn't help but think of all the pain, heartaches, losses, negativity, calamities, desperateness, and all the wrongs and everything else with very little good that I perceived. But what I want you to know is that this is not what this book or story is about. This book will tell my story, but from the other side, from a new mindset or a new mind frame, and for a different reason than what you may think. So I'll not be giving the enemy any more space that he's already taken up in my life by throwing dirt in any direction, except for where it belongs, on the ground and under my feet. So I do pray that whoever reads this book, that it touches them and will help them with whatever they're going through. I pray this book may open the eyes and ears of others so that they can forgive and move on in their God-designed purpose, so that they can stop delaying their purpose and live in God's abundance as He's designed us all to do in the first place. In telling this story, of course, I give God all the praise and honor because He is so worthy. He is so worthy. He is so worthy. Remember that. In reading this book, please know that I have written it from two different perspectives. The first perspective is the physical, and the second one is the spiritual. I'm going to show and talk about how they intertwine and make up our lives and how we live out our lives in the present day. Please know and understand that we are spiritual beings living in a physical existence, but in no way what we see is all there is. So in the beginning, remember when I said, who am I? I'm a nobody, right? Well, it turns out that I am somebody. I am enough. I am victorious. I am my Father's child. I am a child of God. We all are. Remember that too. So I'm currently finishing up the book and now hope to have it available by the end of the year or before. But anyway, this is my testimony and my ministry to you. God bless.